Meghan Markle here.
Oops, I'm uploading something. Today is October 2nd, 2025. It is 4:05 p.m. This is video number 2. So let's go on Twitter. We're going to focus on the half sister. Okay, before I start, I will be showing you the screenshot of the half sister out of nowhere. Yesterday, she posted that Meghan half sister have posted. My father is stuck on the 19th floor of a building in the Philippines after a massive earthquake, and he can't walk, and he is trapped. Shame on my disgusting evil, there's the F word here, sister, for ever putting our father in this position. I hope she is, there's the word here, alright? So she removed it. It's no longer there. So this is what some of the tweets that I'll be sharing with you is making reference to, okay? So there's the squad who put here, not TMZ being a better media outlet than the entire UK media. Thomas tell TMZ he's safe in his hotel room and no way he is trapped and unable to walk. Claims made by his daughter Samantha Markle on X. All right. Maybe if the sister had spoke to him first and said, this is the lie, maybe he will carry on. But so they didn't do the connection, and they didn't think, or she didn't think, that TMZ was going to try to get in touch with Thomas. Okay. Meghan Markle's dad, Thomas, I'm not trapped in the Philippines. So October 1st, that was yesterday. As for his daughter Samantha's claim, Thomas says he hasn't even spoken to Samantha. I didn't even say this. That's what I'm saying. They then spoke to each other to say, this is the plan, this is the lie we're going to put out. So isn't sure why she claimed he was trapped. Instead, TMZ insists he's living pretty well, adding, I'm currently sitting on the couch in my hotel room with my feet kicked up. By the way, at LBC is a effing joke. What did LBC said? I'm not going Okay, it's a screenshot. Meghan Markle's estranged father trapped on 19th floor after deadly earthquake hits the Philippines. They have to put her name next to it. So Samantha lied yet again. Why does anyone pay her any mind? Unfortunately, she is still just a tool they use to annoy Meghan, try to provoke reaction. Also, that last name, which she changed as soon as Meghan started dating Harry, still carry good clickbait values. The sister has gone beyond. If I was Meghan Markle, I will sue. Enough is enough. The half-sister is too broke and insane. She is lying drama queen. I'm wondering if, for instance, the lawsuit that the half-sister was trying to do with Meghan, and things didn't go accordingly. I don't know who was funding her to push that narrative to court, through the court. So I'm wondering if they're making her do these stupid things, and if, for instance, when it's time to pay back lawyers' fees, and if she says I'm just assuming, okay? I'm not saying they did. This is my opinion here. If when they go to court and then she has to pay court fees and she's saying it's them who told her to do this, and she tried to call them to court, and they just want to, I guess, prove her she's a liar. So they're making her do this, incriminate herself, lying about nonsense. I don't know if I'm even making sense, but the whole thing doesn't make sense anyway. But anyway, let's move on. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Prayer for protection for Meghan and Harry and the little kids, their little family, and myself as well. All right, next tweet, making reference to the half-sister again. I still want to know what Meghan the Magic Nigress was supposed to do to rescue the Blab in the Philippines that Blab 2.0 couldn't. They needed the magical power of the woman they all hate to rescue them from over 7,000 miles away, okay? So she's making reference to the father. Okay, abracadabra, there's me here, magic, that's all. I don't know. The blab in the Philippines is fine, according to Count Cocoa Puff. He was quite safe chilling in a hotel room and his legs work just fine. Claims Hot Wheels is on that Huckabee. That's it. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. This video should be quick. Making reference to the half sister again. Okay, I'm not gonna read this article. Samantha Markle caught in another lie after earthquake claim proven false. I guess she took a wild guess because when the earthquake happened and she knows the father's over there and took a wild guess on that. Oh my God. Have you ever noticed? That's not an ad? No. Have you ever noticed how when you tell someone you stop talking to a toxic family member, they say life too short? Exactly. Life is too short to keep allowing people, whether they're biological or adopted family, to manipulate you, lie to you, use you, and drain your spirit just because you share a last name or a home. Life is too short to keep tolerating emotional abuse, walking on an eggshell, and silencing your own needs to keep others comfortable. You're allowed to protect your peace, set boundaries, and walk away. Even if it makes others uncomfortable, life is too short and you deserve to live free. I mean, what else can Meghan do? If she called the sister to court, it's going to be another frenzy nonsense she doesn't want to deal with. Like she said, she's off social media. She just don't deal with them. So there's all of that. What is it? Will lie for money, attention. I have other grandkids. Too lazy to get a job. What is this here? 34 seconds.
Want to wish Thomas Markle peace and good health, and it's a very sad situation. I completely relate to this. I was estranged from my father for many years, but from what I've seen, Thomas Markle has taken every opportunity to, in my opinion, weaponize and monetize every interaction with Meghan. She is within her right as a mother, as a person, to protect her mental health, her peace. She can defend her children and herself from all enemies, foreign and domestic, and DNA does not give you a free ticket to allow yourself to be emotionally, spiritually abused.
That's very good. I like that. This is from a movie. Just listen, I'll be putting screenshot, okay?
Let me tell you something. I owe you nothing. If you carried that bag 1,000,000 miles, you did what you were supposed to do. Because you brought me into this world. And from that day, you owed me everything you could ever do for me, like I will owe my son if I ever have another. But you don't own me. You can't tell me when or where I'm out of line, or try to get me to live my life according to your rules. You don't even know what I am, Dad. You don't know who I am. You don't know how I feel, what I think. And if I try to explain it the rest of your life, you will never understand. You are 30 years older than I am. You and your whole lousy generation believes the way it was for you is the way it's got to be. And not until your whole generation has lain down and died will the dead weight of you be off our backs. You understand? You've got to get off my back.
Oh my God, this good movie. May he rest in peace. All right, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. I really do not want this to be too long. All right, is there any more clips? What is this? There they are. They're having fun. Are they talking about it?
So Thomas Markle, are you speaking to him regularly?
I do, yes. I reach out to him over the phone, call him, and text with him.
How did this relationship start, Sean? Was it simply you got his phone number and gave him a call, or had you had a contact with him previous to all of this happening?
We had not had any contact with him actually prior to the controversy that broke over the weekend about him working with the paparazzi agency to stage photos. As many outlets have reported, Kensington Palace had sent a letter to news outlets around the world, here in Britain and in the States, asking for privacy and to not intrude upon Thomas Markle and Doria Ragland, Meghan Markle's mother, at this time. And the letter was written on their behalf, in fact. It wasn't just from the palace, it was written explicitly at the top on their behalf. And so we had received that, and we were respectful of that. And if you go to TMZ.com, you will see that prior to this last week, we had not posted anything about Thomas Markle, instead just focusing on the wedding itself. However, when these photos came out, it raised a question because the two things seem to contradict one another.
What, when...
I don't know, these people love drama. They love drama. And I know from what I've been seeing, the royal family and the facade, they love to show one thing, and then in the background, they're doing the opposite. So, whatever. Next tweet. I have one more after this. The GIF. Okay, sis, where is your dad stuck again? He's literally living his life while you're in your basement creating conspiracy theories to lie about your sister 24/7. Aren't you tired? Alright, so where is this coming from? The publisher also pointed out that the information relating to the Middleton family was first disclosed in the Operation Motorman books, which were in the claimant control and were widely reported more than 10 years ago, suggesting that as such, the proposed amendment was very late. Mr. Justice Nickling also expressed frustration that changes were being made to close the trial. Okay, we are now 2 months away from the trial date, and here you are with amendment that could have been put forward years ago, he told Mr. Sherborne. Anthony White KC for the publisher told the court that lawyers for Harry and the others were either being tenured or openly defiant. Is that has to do with the lawsuit that's going on? That's, I think, a couple of days ago, Harry's lawyer was in court for the upcoming trial. The trailers have basements asking for my body. Oh my God. You think she'd be tired of spreading lies and having to pay all those court attorney's fees by now? Guess some people will do anything to stay in the public eye. Sammy needs to get a life. I don't know. Someone must be telling her, I don't know. I really don't know. There's no reason for all of this. Some people just do not like peace. Stay quiet and enjoy life. This is my last one. What that lying, there's the B word, did yesterday is so unforgivable to me. The B out here lying, manipulating, and whipping hate against her sister. Meanwhile, the so-called victim was relaxing with his feet up watching TV. Do you understand how wicked and dangerous that is? And she can be sued for it. LOL. If I'm Meghan, I'm throwing the book at her. Problem is, she wants Meghan's attention. She wants that proximity, even if it meant being dragged through the court. Meghan is doing the best thing right now. Ignore her miserable ass. Seems like Duke of Mexico is trying to get in some good grace. Nah, these people, just leave them alone. Alright, after mine, that'll be it. He can F right off. If he wasn't such a gigantic bell end, he wouldn't need to try. He would have had a great relationship to the one child that was taking care of him. You see how the MAGAs behave? They vote against their best interest. It's the same thing Meghan's father have done. Meghan was the, well, let me not say the only. I'm not going to say the only. At least the one that I'm aware of who was taking care of him. And look how he backstabbed her. So he did that against his best interest. Girl, I'm with you on this. But I'll be lying if I say I wasn't surprised that he even did this much. Let me pause that. That I agree with, but it seems there might be some distancing going on. They were never chummy before Meghan met Harry, so it seems like a natural progression for them to settle back into estrangement as time passes and interest wanes. There's me here responding, out of no effing where and no effing reason. And then, boom, she put that nonsense out. This is my last one here. These two. Okay, hopefully she won't be giving a platform again after that. What a loser. I mean, whatever social media she's on, she could write whatever she wants. Alright, but it seems like she doesn't care about defamation. But just so y'all know, if Tom Sr. is in or near Malena area, there was no way he was going to be affected by what's happening in Cebu. That's the name of the area. First of all, Cebu is an island in the middle of the ocean. Second, if he lives in the 19th floor, he's safe from flood. Scammy can't scam. Okay, so this is where it was. Far away, Philippine. Her whole thread is evil and nasty, but jealousy will do that to a person. Alright, so that is it.
A few moments later.
Oh my God, I was not even gonna talk about this, and I just spotted this. I was gonna look for Archwell. But that should have been on my last recording. Why is Queen Camilla's biographer and Daily Mail columnist Caroline Graham living in the Philippines with Thomas Markle? The squad are everywhere. The plot thickens. Samantha now admits to colluding with Caroline Graham and the fail to invent the father trap and building story and blame Meghan for triggering the Cebu earthquake. This is the same shady cabal that worked with William and Kenneth to create the wedding drama. What the hell is wrong with these people? They wasting so much time on things. Let's see here the screenshot. Oh, at Daily Mail, you're pretty stupid. Sorry, folks, I gotta throw you under the bus. You will do an article like this when one of your senior editors was the one who sent me the messages saying my father was trapped on the 19th floor because he can't walk down a flight of stairs and the elevator were off. Sorry, you busted gloves off immediately. Can back off me or this is gonna get nasty for the Daily Mail. What the hell? Before she posted, can't she take the moment to call the father? Okay, let's see here. I guess that screenshot of her talking to the father. Okay. Where do you go? I cannot read the first part here. Your dad will hate that. I think we hold fire for now. It's 4 a.m. here now. I'm going to turn the light out, although won't sleep. Dad, are you okay there? Only half a message here. You can come here. You're always welcome. Okay, just pause and read this. It's just unbelievable. Maybe Caroline of the Daily Mail shouldn't have sent me panic messages saying that they were trapped because my father couldn't walk down 19th flight of stairs and the elevators were not working. She was with him and sent me panic messages saying they were trapped. Oh my God, she's buying. I don't know. Make what you will with this. What was she doing with the father over there? That's what I'm wondering. If it is true, but these people lie for every little thing anyway. What was that Daddy Fell person was doing with Meghan's father? Is she living with him just in case if Meghan calls and she could get first-hand information? I don't know. Oh my goodness. Okay, she's crashing out. What the hell? I rely on the credibility of that journalist. It was stirring with my dad saying they were trapped and he could not walk and the elevators were off. I know my dad can't walk more than a few steps, but he was trapped because he can't get down 19 floors. And how dare the Daily Mail editor lied to me and then try and hide and not take credit for the media attacking me for the normal response to a natural disaster, danger to my father. I mean, you should have called your father and see if you could talk. I don't know. Okay, there's all of that. Okay, is Graham old man Markle's handler? It's bizarre she's still around him. The Mail controlled this man. Yep, that's the one. I applaud Meghan's resolve to distance herself from that snake of a father every day. Best thing she ever did. Well, I guess they want to be around him just in case if Meghan happened to call. Maybe that's why. That's the only thing that came to mind. The Fells probably told her to blame it on Meghan too. There's the laugh here. Only to turn around and make her look like an idiot when they saw people in the replies not reacting the way they hope. That's why she took it down. I told you I have the, how do you call this? The screenshot. All right, after this, that's it. How can this woman Caroline is always with Thomas? She is his girlfriend? Maybe it's been years that she's next to him. That's not normal. So she's the good friend. Yeah. They probably hanging around just in case Meghan called. They have information to talk nonsense. They waiting. So at least this is a message for whoever is close to Meghan. I happen to read this. Just don't call your dad. Because that woman is always with your dad. And if you happen to call and they're listening to your father's message and then they got the information and then they write their nonsense. All right, so perfect. Let them out themselves. So I just finished record my last video. I stopped the recording and I come across this. I'm very surprised to see derangers who praise Kate for doing her own wedding makeup now said the makeup was bad because they learned she's not the one who actually did it. Her supporters are really toxic because what's the point of being mad at the person who did the makeup? These people, it's like anything that you go for, they against. So I don't know. I really don't know. Can their eyes see if something really good? Okay, perfect example. How in some of the videos where I'm talking about as if I'm defending Kate when I'm actually not really her fan, but seeing reality. Okay? Can these people see reality and tell the truth? But instead they're going by, it's almost like the Republicans, the MAGAs. Anybody with a R next to them, they vote for them. They don't care if they're voting against their best interest. These are the mindset of these people. Let me read some of these and then I'll start the next recording. They are not only toxic, but they are as thick as two short planks. Whatever they say is laughable. Nah, they've always thought the makeup was ugly. They were just praising it because they thought the Ariana princess did it herself. But now that they know she didn't, they can actually be truthful about how they actually feel. I'm not gonna go by that, because if this is what they were, that's not the same narrative when it first came out on her wedding day. So why are they changing? I don't know. These people are crazy. Derangers love lying, gaslighting, and obfuscating the truth. They are currently busy playing semantic and word games, claiming Kate never said herself she did her own wedding makeup. All a diversion of the update on Harry's court trial. Could be. Nice try. There's all of that. Okay. So, I'm gonna start the next recording. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you wanna support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. There's a lot of thumbnails that I need to do. So, everything that I recorded today needs thumbnails. So, that is it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.